Yo, what's up, party people?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Ozzy from All in Tanks, along with my man.
Hey, Raul from Raul's Aquatics and Reptile. How's everybody doing?
That's right. That's right. We we got a round two. We got a round two for Raul because we had such a good time last time that I feel that we didn't get a full interview out of it. We did touch base on a lot of things, but I don't know. Let's chalk it up to we had such a wonderful time. We put you up a second time. How's that?
Listen, man, when Rob hit me up and said, listen, man, we had such a good time. We'd like to invite you back. You know me, I almost did a cartwheel. I can't do cartwheel. I was like jumping up like, yo, I had so much fun. So I was like, hey, I'm ready. Whenever, just let me know. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
He said he's ready for round two, everyone.
Yeah, and first and foremost, let's give Rob 93 a good old happy birthday. You know what I mean? How old you turn today, brother?
16.
27.
16? 17? Oh, 27. Wow.
I feel like my Adam's apple dropped a little bit more and it grew a little bit more. I feel like my voice is older now.
You looking kind of older. I was about to say your voice a little deeper there.
Yeah, you hear it a little bit. Look, you hear it. You hear it. You got a special guest, right? We got wifey.
There's wifey in the house. I think I have a joint this time.
Happy birthday.
They want to say happy birthday real quick.
Happy birthday to them too as well. Their birthdays just passed as well.
Right. That's right. The birthday was hey Ozzy, when was the birthday? Yesterday?
Yeah, my son's was yesterday. Yeah.
How old?
He turned 10 years old.
Happy birthday, young man.
And her birthday just passed too on the 21st.
All right. Happy birthday, young lady.
I'm 9 years old.
9 years old, huh?
All right, baby. Thank you.
But it's up,
see you guys later.
Thank you so much for the birthday wishes and everything. That is amazing. I appreciate that. It is amazing to actually spend a birthday with everyone. I actually canceled my dinner reservations to do a live stream. So that's why I was like, nah, I gotta go live. It's my birthday.
Actually, did you do anything at least earlier today before the stream?
Yeah, water changes.
Water changes?
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
Yep. So, introduce us to your wifey, sir, because you were on first by yourself, but now we got somebody else on the hot seat, and she's probably she only watched us one time probably, or she probably hear us when you watch us, but
about 2 or 3 times.
Well, to everybody who's watching, Rob, Ozzy, this is my wife, Monique.
Hi, Monique.
Hello.
She's the boss, man.
Happy birthday.
Hey, nice meeting you.
Thank you very much.
That's your better half, huh?
That is definitely my better half. Hey, you know what they say in relationships? My strong points are her weak points, and then my weak points are her strong points. So we make a perfect team.
Yeah, that's one secret to a beautiful relationship is that you even each other out in the end.
Yeah, I actually don't do anything without, like, if I'm gonna do something, I always like, hey, Ma, you think this right or whatever, and she tells me yay or nay. If I'm about to write something, I always run it through her first, and so she got the brains, man. I got the muscles, she got the brains.
You know what they say? Behind a great man, there's always a greater woman.
Hey, a stamp of approval on that one there. You hit that one on the head, baby.
I'm gonna ask you later for a copy of this recording so I can play it again.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be on here forever. It's on YouTube forever. So here you can post it in the comment too. You can put the time, so every time you come back on the comment, you can push that time and it goes right to the top.
And she will do that if we ever get into something. She's gonna be like, hold on for a second. What'd you say right there? So yeah.
Hey, speaking of better halves, I want to introduce you guys to my wife, Tiffany Rose of All in Tanks.
What up,
Tiffany? Happy birthday, Rob. Hi, Melanie. It's nice to meet you.
It's Monique.
Or Monique. I'm sorry.
Monique. Okay, that's my sister's name, Melanie.
Oh, is that must be your sister I follow on Instagram, or is it yours?
I think maybe my sister.
Melanie.
Melanie's my sister.
Okay. It says Melanie, and I'm like, oh, that's because when I made the promo for this, I said with wife because I forgot your name, and I was like, felt bad. I'm sorry, but at least like I said with wife. Yeah. But it's nice to meet you. And Rob, it's your birthday, so in lieu of your birthday, I want to let everybody know that Keith at KJ Aquatics on Facebook. And he's a one-stop shop. His prices are excellent. We showed everyone our plans before in your live, and we just love them. He's doing a 10% off discount. So what you have to do if you want to take a look is to go on KJ Aquatics on Facebook and place your order. And when you message him placing your order, you have to use the promo code BD10, and he'll give you 10% off. This deal is all the way till Friday at midnight.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, he extended to Friday because everyone usually gets paid on Fridays, so that'll give everyone a chance to do a nice big order. And he carries a lot of quality stuff.
Yeah, yo, I stand by it, man. We bought a lot of stuff, and his prices are mad cheap. So
yeah, he carries quality food too, like Northfin. We love that Northfin Bug Pro.
Stuff.
That's a tongue twister, but yeah, we like that one.
Hey, yo,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, look, I've never had so many promo codes in my life with my name and honor. I appreciate that for real. I didn't even know this was happening. They said that they were like, we got something for you. I was like, all right. So I appreciate that. That's what's up. So get on over there and support someone of the Fish Fam.
Oh, yeah. You're surrounded by lots of love and support, Rob. You know that.
Word.
Speaking of love and support, you got some juice today? Some apple juice?
Oh, I got some apple juice.
That's that
hey, it's your birthday. You should be turning up, too.
Yeah. No, if I turn up, I would be turned down for a long time.
There's not be a lot of BR these days.
I will be over in one of these fish tanks in the morning, like. For real, nah, I can't do that. What's up, Chevy Fish? What's
water changes?
I can't even do it. You been in the army, you know not to be partying too hard. Come on now.
Those days for me is over.
Okay, see, look, you telling me to keep partying. I'm about to be 27. I'm about to get on over the hill here.
Wait, you are 27.
Okay, I am 27. You're right.
You got some there.
Not till the next day.
His voice is deeper.
You hear it? Yeah, it's so weird, right? No.
Yo, is that gray hairs I see in your beard right there, bro?
Just a little bit. Nah, yeah, that's the initiation of yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yes.
Yo, it's a pleasure to have you guys on, especially your wife.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Yes.
And we love that you guys are a family that fish keeps like all in tanks, you know, and you know, a couple that fish keeps like Ozzy and I. Yeah. So that's why I had to hop on too.
Like so Monique, I got a question for you. So when your husband is gone, do you along with your kids, do you guys all take over and pitch in for the hobby?
So honestly, I'll do more of the feeding of the fish and the supervising of what the kids manually have to do, whether it's water changes. I just kind of stand over them and just make sure they're safe and they're not knocking the fish tank over or anything crazy like that.
So
but
you supervising
and feed the fish he doesn't want me to feed the fish every single day, so
yeah, because listen, that's the key, because since I'm gone, you know, 2 days, I'm sure they be sneaking in there a little bit extra. It's okay. So I'll be having to tell them. So I'll come in and I'll be like, who fed the fish? I don't know. Don't nobody know.
They fat. Why they fat? They ain't supposed to be this huge.
No, I'll see some flakes by the top of the light or something like that. I knew somebody.
Those fish are mine. They don't have to starve.
She feeds goldfish every day.
That's a high bio load already. Goodness.
Who's changing the tanks though?
The kids, right? Oh no, Raul.
Okay,
my oldest son
the kids do it.
just started staying with me. He's been with me for a couple of months, And since he's older, he helps out with the water changes and everything too. So he'll call me and ask me and be like, "Hey, do you need me to do a water change on my Oscar tank?" And so he's been doing my oldest son. He's been getting busy and taking care of the fish a lot for me. Yeah. So
oh man, that's
I'm like, all right, because
beautiful.
the kids sometimes they get lazy or they'll forget to do it. But my son Michael, he'll call me and tell me, "Hey, you want me to do the water change?" Like I said, I had an algae bloom in the 40-gallon Oscar tank, and he was on top of it and doing like 10-gallon water changes daily until I let it clear up. I'm actually gonna be doing a video on what I did to actually help it clear up because it's crystal clear now.
Nice,
Wow.
very nice. I definitely can relate to that because I had an algae bloom recently too with my 29-gallon. And that's in my room, and yeah, that's definitely a great idea for a video.
Well,
What
that
kind
was
of
last
light?
year, Elsie.
Do you have the Nikru light on that?
Yep.
Hey, I don't know what it is, but it must be the Nikru lights that do that
They're
because
super bright.
yes, it happens in the my water cow Gobi tank also will get a lot of algae on it. So I've got, since it's in my daughter's room, I'm telling her to have it on for like maybe 3 to 4 hours daily and just cut it off because when I come back, I'm already starting to see algae on the glass. You know, so I'm constantly having to clean it with the the little glass cleaner. So since I've got the hours down on the light being on, so it's not a problem. When I used to have my flower horn, remember I used to have the same problem with the that other tank. Nothing but algae all over the place. I think it's the Nikru lights, man. Because I don't have that problem with the Fluval. I got one of the Fluval 3.0 lights on the 20-gallon.
Yeah,
I don't have that problem. I think it's the Nikru lights.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that's what you pay in the end. You know, you may pay a little bit more extra, but you're paying for, basically paying for a peace of mind.
With the Fluval light.
With the Fluval light.
What I've noticed too also is plants. The both tanks that I have the Nikru lights on, but I got it on my 40-gallon, but I don't have a problem with my 40-gallon. But I think it's because it's a planted tank. So I think the plants absorb the algae in the water, and so I put plants in my Oscar tank. I put some guppy grass, put a bunch of plants in there, and that helped out too. Plus, I did a blackout for like
Well,
I cut the light on it. It actually started getting crystal clear.
So we lost the chat on everyone else's end. So for those who are watching, I apologize.
Just popping back up. Yeah. What is going on?
Going in and out. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Is it working now?
It's working now, but it's like a whole bunch popping up at once.
Yeah,
right?
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty.
Is it doing it to you, Phil?
Yeah, that's got to be a YouTube issue right there.
Sorry about that, everyone.
They just hopefully they hate us because they ain't us.
I think that's what it is. I think that's
I do got another question about your impromptu video you did.
The tour.
The tour video, the PetSmart one.
Oh, the one I just dropped today?
Yeah.
Yeah, ask me. Go ahead.
Yeah, what was the motivation behind that? You were just,
I watched. There's another YouTuber that I follow, Ben Ochart. He's like an OG in the game. So before I even got into doing YouTube videos, I would watch his videos. And he did one because he just moved from California to Tennessee. So he did one in Nashville. And since I have to do a layover on Mondays when I go to Columbus, I have to do a one-day layover. I was bored. I walked across the street. I was going to get something to eat. And I saw the PetSmart. And I was like, you know what? I'm going over there. So I just did it I didn't even just went in there and just recorded. I did a little bit of editing when I got home. But I said, man, let me just go in there and do one. It turned out to be okay. I'll try to get better and better at it,
It came out really good.
Sure,
Abby and I enjoyed it.
I appreciate it. I was kind of wondering, because of the glare and the lights, and I was like, man. So I had to do a lot of editing too because I did way more recording than that. The one thing about that store that they didn't have was they didn't have a big reptile section. They had a small little reptile section. Normally, they have like turtles and bearded dragons and birds. They didn't have that in the store there. They just had, I mean, it was pretty big. They had the accessories and everything, but they didn't have a big section of reptiles or anything like that. So,
Yeah, that's what, like, if for people that are into reptiles, that's not good, because you figure, like, let's say you're into reptiles, like such as yourself, and you want to go in there for something specific, you're not going to find it.
Yeah, I think the thing they had product to buy and stuff like that, as I showed on the video and everything. But they didn't have, like, if you want to go in there and purchase like a bearded dragon, a parakeet or whatever. They didn't have a big selection. At least I didn't see it, and I walked around. Yeah, they probably just didn't sell it. So it's cool. From my personal experience, I mean, this is an open-ended question for any one of you guys. But I feel that the mom and pop stores, like those little like hole in the wall fish stores, like those are way better than any PetSmart or
I've seen some bad ones though. I've seen some bad ones.
To one of the stores that I go to, it's called Aquascaping Supply or Aquascaping Orlando Supply. She's gone with me there, and I've taken the kids. It's two brothers.
And Pet Bazaar.
And we got this place that's been around since before I even moved to Orlando, and I got here in Florida in '94. They were around then. It's called Pet Bazaar. Oh, wow. That place is the best store in town.
They have really nice.
They have exotic animals. Wow. It's a little bit of a distance for me to travel to go there, but it's worth the trip.
Oh,
They got here, since I got the bearded dragon in Florida, they don't sell the dubii roaches. What they sell is discoid roaches, which are almost the same. I mean, they look the same to me. I don't know, but those are the ones they sell in Florida, and that's the only store that has them. So they've got the super worms, they got the wax worms, anything you need, crickets, snakes, pythons, leopard geckos. They even got big lizards. I mean, you name it, that store has it. I might just try to do a store tour of that place next. Of course, I got to go in there and talk to the manager and let him know to get permission before I go in there and start recording. But I might do that one there because I think you guys will like that one. And they got
that one. That's my favorite.
Yeah, my wife. That's the only store really that she loves. She likes to go to the Aquascape and Supply store too because
that one is
it's
my
a
favorite,
smaller
but it's
store.
Different. It has different.
Yeah, they just specialize in aquatics.
Nice.
But this
I think I gotta say, man, I would love to see that. I would love to see that that store tour, if they let you do that. That's definitely one of those things where, like, not only being a huge fan of mom and pop stores, but I would love to see what they have to offer in Florida.
Oh man, Ozzy, when I tell you, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be impressed with the animals that they have there.
I had
been around since I was younger. My father used to be heavy into fish keeping as well growing up. So I used to go there as a teenager. So they've been around forever.
Oh, that's what's up.
So you grew up, Monique, in fish keeping yourself?
Yeah,
my dad was like a real life Noah. He used to have all type of animals growing up since I was young. We had dogs. We had pigeons because I lived in the Bronx, and that was, I guess, normal in the Bronx.
Her dad's from the Bronx.
We had that discussion the other day.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Hey, yo, listen. A lot of people don't believe this, but yo, te lo juro, Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson, stole her father's pigeons.
You kidding me? For real?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
he was like 14. He was a kid.
Yeah, my dad's from the South Bronx.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I live by the Bronx Zoo.
You too.
Oh, right around the corner from Bronx Zoo.
Yeah, I live
from the Bronx Zoo. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, he grew up like Willis Avenue, in that area.
I grew up right by the Bronx Zoo, so that's another thing. That I grew up in the Bronx. Every Wednesday for 50 cents, we used to go see all the animals in the Bronx Zoo. And we were like,
what?
Oh, wow.
For 50 cents?
Wednesday. It was 50 cents back then. I'm probably giving away my age right now, but on Wednesdays.
She can't be a little pop.
And Bronx Zoo is one of the best zoos I've been to. The Bronx Zoo is
I've been there. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
What would you put? Would you put that one up against the San Diego Zoo?
Well, it's
you know what? it's one of the best zoos that I've been to. I've never been to San Diego, so I have no idea. I've probably been to like small zoos here in Florida. Miami has a really nice zoo.
I was just gonna ask you, what about the one in Miami? Do you
No,
compare?
Yeah, I can only
it
imagine
doesn't
Miami.
compare. It doesn't compare to New York. Bronx Zoo had like there was different sections, so it would be Asia, and you would see pandas and different exotic animals from Asia, and then they would have a South America part. So it was really it was a lot of exotic animals when I was growing up. And I've never.
You ride the elephant thing that they
No,
have? Because they got that section there in the Bronx where you get to sit and take the picture on the elephant. They make you take. I still got pictures of me doing it, so
that's scary.
That's cool.
I watch them from afar.
I saw that as a kid. I got on a giraffe and I looked.
Hey, listen,
I know.
Don't say Nebraska's the best. You saying Nebraska's the best? I heard Cincinnati was, and I'm from Indianapolis, so.
Well, don't ask us about the Rochester Zoo because that one is so tiny. And they remodeled it.
Nebraska Zoo is the best.
Yeah, like where we live in Rochester, New York. The zoo is probably the size of the whole zoo is probably one little animal section of the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah.
Hey, all the animals are congested.
What we do is when we want to take the kids to the zoo, we travel to Buffalo because it's close but far, if that makes sense. Like 45.
That's about an hour. About
an
hour.
And we'll go there. But now the Buffalo Zoo is decent.
Yeah, the Buffalo Zoo is decent.
An hour to go to the zoo.
Hey, sometimes it's worth it, I would travel.
You better go watch some squirrels.
Huh?
You better go find some squirrels, some other stuff that's out there. You got squirrels, you got possums, you got raccoons.
We got raccoons, we got alligators.
There you go. You got your own zoo in your backyard.
It's like, for instance, going to the Empire State Building. It's a tall building. You can go to any tall building, but it's not the Empire State Building.
Right.
It's like posting on your Instagram. We got a zoo here.
Act like it.
I went to Sanford Zoo. Ain't nobody gonna care about that. But once you go to the Bronx Zoo,
they mad because they mad you did something. What you mean? They mad you did something anyway. They just mad. They like they sitting in their bed like, oh, they went to that zoo. That zoo lame. But I went.
The Bronx Zoo is lame.
No, the Bronx Zoo is awesome.
The Bronx Zoo is awesome. I mean, I haven't been there since like the 90s, maybe like early 90s, but I remember
on the mountain, 7,000 feet high.
On the mountain, 7,000 feet high. Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Whoa.
I wouldn't go there because it's that high. Or would I?
Or would you?
I'm with you, Rob. I'm not for heights like that either.
Yeah,
Ozzy like that.
I don't hear too much about Nebraska, but I would imagine it's it'll probably be perfect for hunting out there.
I'm gonna take a look at that because I never heard it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not big, but I've never heard of the Nebraska Zoo. But I'll look it up just to see.
Definitely.
I want to go to Nebraska right about now.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have one, Rob, where you live?
What, Indianapolis Zoo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do.
Is it a big
really
zoo?
Nice. I'm not a zoo expert by any means. Like I'm not, USDA certified and trying to tell you it's like top notch. You better go there. The dolphin exhibit's fun where you get the dolphin show. I don't know if y'all got. everybody got a dolphin show.
Listen, not every zoo got dolphins because
we have the field.
Y'all suck then. Any zoo that doesn't have dolphins, y'all suck.
Well, it's like a petting zoo.
You can't touch it. No, you can't
have dolphins. Miami has.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see.
I gotta say, I would love to go to like a shark aquarium place.
Like just sharks, or like that has.
They got them at SeaWorld.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing about the one at SeaWorld, you get to walk inside this thing with like glass thing, and you go in, and they be around you.
It's like a shark exhibit.
It's a shark exhibit. It's really nice.
Oh wow.
See, Ozzy and I, we were watching a video. Remember what it was? the Atlantis
Hard to
Resort.
breathe.
I think it's in the Bahamas. And,
Oh yeah.
and remember,
yeah.
it has a water slide, and when you go down in it,
Yeah.
it's what you're talking about with the tunnel.
When you go
and
down
it's
the
sharks
slide, they're surrounded by sharks.
in the water
Okay.
slide. Like a
There's
Joe
small
over here-
rides like that in SeaWorld.
Joe
There's a
said that
small-
it's hard to
dolphins.
breathe when you
Yeah,
watching
they got one
looking
like
at
that
the
you
animals.
slide down.
because of the altitude or
Yeah.
right?
You up in the altitude looking at some zebras and you like
Right?
it's not, we need some air.
Exactly.
Come on now. How would you be doing that? Why would you be wanting to put yourself through that? You're
I
trying
don't
to
know
build
nothing,
your
like,
lung
I'm terrified
capacity
of
up
heights.
here.
Yeah, I'm good on that one.
Yeah,
Lightheaded,
I
just breathing hard.
I gotta say, man, like one thing that I gotta conquer my fear because I do have like an unhealthy fear of sharks.
You do.
So do
Yeah.
I.
How do you have a fear of sharks and you ain't even anywhere near
Learn
the
something new every
beach?
day.
Where's the beach?
Hey, it was the Jaws' fault. This is because of the movie Jaws.
How do you have the fear? You ain't even near a beach.
We're not
That-
near the ocean at all. We're near
Yeah, that's why I'm that scared of sharks. That I want to live somewhere that's like away from the ocean.
we live
It's
near
like
the
me
bigger-
saying I'm terrified of rattlesnakes. I'm not because I don't have them here.
Exactly.
I guess that does make sense then.
I
What do
mean,
you
I
think, Tony?
am.
Do you think
If I
that
came
makes sense,
across
my
them,
man?
I mean, I
I
would
don't
be,
know
but
what
I
you
see
mean.
what you're saying. I would be though if I did come across it. Like
Oh,
that would be
yeah.
on my mind. Like, oh snap, I'm terrified of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, any of you guys ever been deep sea diving or just like
I would love to
Snorkeling.
learn
Snorkeling.
how to do it.
Let me tell you a story.
You in the army and you never did that, fool?
Let me tell you a story.
He's
So I was signed up to take scuba diving classes and I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. Right? So
okay.
this Marine shows me a video of him scuba diving, and they used to have hammerhead sharks. And he's filming the hammerhead shark. And I'm saying, okay, I'm not, and I was signed up to take the classes like the next day. I just went and got my money back. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Listen, we used to do water jumps in the military.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, I would hit the water last and be the first one on the boat because I would pass everybody.
He's
Oh, yeah.
terrified.
I'm
We go to the
terrified.
beach and he doesn't even get into the water.
I'm
He stays
building
right
sand
next to the
castles
sand.
with the kids in the sand. Safe.
Hey yo, Raul, if we were at the beach, if my family was with your family, we'd be some sand building castle
Me too.
mofos.
If I can't see the bottom, I'm not in there.
This is how I play it. I'm gonna be serious. I play it by odds. Listen, Ozzy, if me and you go out in the water, there's a 50% chance that I'm gonna get eaten by a shark. I don't like those odds.
I
If
hear
it's
you.
4 of us, it's 25%. I might could work with those odds. The more people in the water, the more comfortable I am. But I start hearing that noise.
Yeah.
Jaws. Ever since Jaws, I don't get in the water.
Yeah,
I'm
Bro,
late classic.
they would-
late
they
classic
would
for
get-
me.
They would get me because I'm out of shape right now
Late
because of the
classic.
quarantine. Yeah, I would look like a fat seal. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you. Thank you. I'm not, hey, listen,
I'm a polar
I'm not
bear.
trying to be a statistic. I'm just not.
I heard
I
that.
look like a salad. So I'm good. I'm
Even in
good.
clear water, would you be scared?
I'd be terrified. When we went to
Oh, I'd be
Clearwater,
terrified.
I'm terrified of the water.
Yeah.
Because they're not. See, listen, if it's dark and they come get me, that's cool because I didn't see it coming. But in
Right.
clear water, you see your death coming towards you. I don't want to be like that. They like to get in the water when we go to clear water. I don't get in the water. Listen, we went on vacation last year. While we're in the water, and I went out a little bit, you know, I played myself going out farther than I normally do. Okay?
Right.
Manatees in the water come by. Come on, I almost had a heart attack. I can't do it.
I don't care. They gonna
Yo,
say
manatees-
that.
yeah, but
How do you
yo.
know manatees don't do
Right.
that?
Manatees are huge though, and you can
They're
mistake them for a
seagulls.
shark.
They're friendly.
True.
You don't know if you got that
Sweet,
one
yeah.
manatee that don't follow the rules. And I'm
Right.
not
Right.
trying to be a statistic.
No, there.
I can't
Listen,
defend myself.
there was,
I can't
there
defend
was.
myself. I'm in water. I'm in your land.
Exactly. I'm violating his space.
I'm all in here. What was I doing?
Listen, I could be Greg Louganis all day in the pool.
Yeah.
All day in the pool. But when
Yo,
it comes to the water, beach
Yo.
water, I don't even get in the jet ski. She get mad. She be like, let's go rent the jet ski. I'm like,
Nope, no banana boat, no jet ski, no nothing. Nope.
They
Listen,
sound like us.
yeah,
don't
I-
they?
He's scared of everything. He's so big and he's so scared of everything.
that's okay.
Listen, I gotta say though, you're onto something because I seen in a video where a manatee attacked a woman and drug her all the way down like 30
You know,
feet.
really?
Yep.
Because I swore that they were like the sweetest.
No, it's manatee to
Just
attack.
because they got that
people.
bubbly head don't mean they sweet.
It just
Oh
means
my
that
God.
manatee was from the ghetto and didn't want to pay attention to the rules.
That's what she was doing.
Oh my God.
Oh,
They
man.
probably
It's
had a
irrelevant
bad day,
that-
woke up with
They even probably had signs saying "Watch for manatees" somewhere.
Listen, they could have had a headache, woke
Right.
up mad, had a fever.
It probably kind of had too much sun. It probably had too much sun that day. It was
Exactly.
cranky.
It was moody. Probably was the time of that month.
Yo, listen,
These are the facts of what-
I gotta say this, that I seen this video too where this guy, I seen it earlier today with this guy. He said he would never fish again in his kayak because when he turned around, he was surrounded by hammerheads and he was trying to attack them with the oar.
Did you see that video?
seen that?
Exactly.
Yeah, I seen that.
video. I watched those videos of them dummies in them kayaks and getting attacked by sharks.
No.
And the
Yep.
sharks is trying to come on.
No.
That's not often. That does not happen.
That's one
often.
too many times for me.
Yeah,
Thank
you know, I
It's
gotta
just
say,
like
though,
roller
sharks-
coasters.
there's been an
What
upsurge
did he say?
of shark attacks. Within the last 15 years, there's been an upsurge of great white shark attacks. And I believe that they're starting, that it's something to do with the ecosystem because we're polluting,
Cold water, right?
we're polluting the oceans. So now they're developing a taste for humans. They're attacking a lot of humans and
Well,
killing them.
they're cold water. What's it? They're cold water animals. So maybe they're getting adjusted to the hot water. You don't know. I don't know.
That's
ain't like
speeding
we
up
can
their
ask them what they
metabolism and
tell
wanting
us.
them to eat more.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
It
But a
ain't
lot
like
of
a shark swims and it sees a sign that says "Don't go this way." It goes wherever it wants to.
yeah.
Right? So I
You
say,
can't
when I
stop
go
it
to the
either.
beach, I stay with my feet, and that's it.
I don't
Ain't
even.
no
I don't
swimming
even want to go
involved.
that far. No,
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't even want to go that far.
Yo,
I'm
not
telling
only
you,
shark,
I'm
I
telling
don't
you
even
what
like the
man.
beach. I don't even like the beach. Nope. I'm from
Yo, listen,
Arkansas.
there's
Nope.
there's
Not
so
even the
many
beach,
things
Rob?
besides
Wow.
sharks though. There's jellyfish,
I don't like the sand that gets in your mouth.
there's
No
barracudas,
point on that.
there's barracudas, there's eels, electric eels, there's sharp coral reefs that'll cut your feet up.
Yeah, they got a lot of more sharp stuff in the ocean, more than freshwater. Okay,
Oh yeah, the coral
there's a lot of
reefs
more
alone.
predators. It seems like.
I like the pool. I'm good.
Listen, if you step on coral reef, that'll shred your feet up.
You
Oh,
got a grouper out there somewhere. Okay, I am small. I'm smaller than a whole grouper's lips. Okay, I could be used as bait. Throw me out
listen.
there with this shirt on, and I'm just.
Listen, the
The
shark
whole
would
key is
eat.
not to be a statistic. That's it.
Yo, the shark would eat me and use Rob as a toothpick.
Hey, you
I know,
see
I
the
would be
video
the
when they
floss.
take the
I would be the
seals?
floss.
You ever seen the video when they take the seals and be playing with them? I don't want them playing with me. Like
Right, right.
that. Tossing me up and down.
I don't
Yo.
want to be the next victim. Right.
Yo, bull sharks is another one that's crazy. They're the number one attackers because
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they can swim in fresh water and salt water and brackish water.
that's
Scary,
frightening because they can do everything.
Yo, and they're responsible for the number one. They're the number one shark next to a tiger shark and a great
Oh,
white.
stingrays, yeah.
Right.
Joe
Stingrays.
Yeah, I think. Well, they did
Look
take
what happened
down
to
the
the
most
crocodile
toughest
hunter.
person in the world.
Yeah, stingrays too. Joe's right.
And he said
Stingrays.
sea snakes as well.
They took down Steve Irwin, the toughest dude in the
Exactly.
world.
Mhm.
Right, that is a good example.
Like he done got bit by some venomous snakes, spiders, waspices.
You name it.
You name it.
Mhm. And he gets killed by a
Not
stingray.
stingray.
Like, what's the irony in that? You know,
and gone.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
You know his son. You know his son though.
Stingrays.
His son took over, and he looks just like his father.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing the same stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his son and his daughter, they both do the same thing.
The white.
Yep. They took over the little zoo they got. Yeah.
So the wife don't do it no more.
She does too, but she's not as like involved as the kids
Better
are.
not be. She might trip and fall. That wouldn't be good. At her age.
You know, like I've seen,
you trip and fall in that area, it's over, bro.
Yo, I've seen this. Have you guys ever seen like those Asian dudes that like they're like snake charmers and like crocodile charmers and stuff like that?
No.
You never seen that?
They like to
alligator charmers.
Yeah, like they would. They like
maybe with the ones like in Gatorland, like they play with the gators and
yeah, like they will put their head in the gator's open mouth or their arms. Listen, the one Asian dude did that, and the reason why the crocodile went down on his arm.
Oh, it was a crocodile?
Yeah, and because a drop of sweat hit the crocodile.
And it made
yeah, because there's a sensor,
yeah,
there's a sensor in their mouth.
Yeah, and then the crocodile did the death roll, and it ripped his whole arm off the socket and everything.
Once again, I'm not trying to be a statistic.
That's something nature.
Exactly, like to be out to deal with nature, you have to respect nature first and foremost. I'm a firm believer that if you respect, because you're in their territory, you know what I mean? When we go in there, we coexist with these animals, but if we go in the ocean, we're on their territory. And a lot of
bite me if I'm feeding you.
A lot of these animals are territorial too.
They still, hey, Rob, it's not funny. You can raise one of them exotic animals.
And they still aggressive.
And they still will eat you.
Right, they still try to eat you.
Countries that there be men riding on top of lions and stuff in these Middle Eastern countries. How they
right, sitting there rubbing on a little. Yeah.
Listen,
well, one thing.
One day, if they wake up with an attitude, they're gonna eat their owner.
Yeah,
right. You catch them on
you ain't feeding them enough. Right.
Yo, one thing. Listen, one thing about animals, especially apex predators, is that you have to not fear them enough, because if they see you as a threat, they're going to back off.
They sense the fear.
I'm 125 pounds against a lion that's like 6. Solid. What do I look like? Say ha ha ha. What do I look like?
Here, if you go on a trail. The animal's more like a bear. They are more liable to attack your children or your animal or if you have a dog or something, because they size you up. So.
Yep. Oh yeah. One thing with bears is interesting. Like that's why when you go camping and if you're in the same forest as bears, you gotta like walk like 2 miles at least to take your garbage and put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Because they'll follow you. They'll smell the garbage from like 10, 15 miles out, and they will show up to your camp.
Like Adirondacks area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially.
I will probably test. I wouldn't mind. She ain't going to let me, but I wouldn't mind getting like a baby gator and then raising the gator. She won't let me.
Kick him out, wifey, already.
Listen,
kick him out.
I said she ain't going to let me.
Kick him out.
But I keep I watch this guy get gators, and he's got the gators in the enclosures in his garage.
That is so dangerous.
Her brother got it.
Okay, then make it into a purse when you're done with it. Just long as you make it into a purse or some shoes.
Yeah,
that's genuine. That's real. You can get away with it. It's real.
Like a caiman. The caimans don't get that big.
Yeah, but you know what? I gotta agree with Monique on this, because gators are so elusive. Where you think you would have them locked down, but they will figure out a way to escape.
Yeah, you really want a caiman fool? Nah, kick him out, wifey. Kick him out.
You guys ever?
He's like, kick him out. What are you putting him in the dog out for?
Her brother took a gator up like 2 weeks ago. He bought
You
a
know-
gator.
Nah,
He
why
got it in
did-
the tank.
That
Who
makes
put that in your head to get a
Yeah.
gator, my G? Who put it in your head? You did yourself.
I like gators.
We're not getting no gator.
I didn't
Yo,
say
how-
that.
how
Well,
often-
he stands by it.
Listen.
You already
Notice
said
the
it.
key
What
word.
wifey says goes.
The key word was I would love to get a gator.
Right,
I didn't say
right.
I was getting a
Ah, you wasn't. Oh, okay.
Yo, I gotta ask, cause you guys live in
gator.
Florida.
Where's your wife, Rob? I swear, man.
Right, we need to start Ashley. He's putting Raul in the doghouse already.
Yo, how often living in Florida? How often do you guys see like stray
Every day.
gators?
All the time.
Every body of
Every
water
body of water
has
at
gator
least
in
one
it.
gator in it.
When I take the kids go fishing, she goes off on me not to let the kids get too close.
Too close to the
Like
water. The
So
striking
when I
area.
have to go either pier fishing or something like that because she doesn't let me take them to like the lake or anything like that because of
Right.
gators.
That's dangerous though, cause
That
you know,
makes sense.
you know how they are. They're like very. They will hide underneath the, like right underneath the level of the
sneak
water.
up on you and grab you
Yes.
and pull you out.
Mhm.
Yes. Many
Did you guys
dogs
hear?
here in Florida get eaten by the gators with the people that live by a lake, like behind a lake.
Yeah.
And if you let your dog roam out, the gators they'll snatch the
Yeah,
dogs up.
the thing about here
Wow.
also where we live is there's a lot of new development. It's a lot of new houses being developed, a lot of land being, taken down. So you still have a lot of animals in that area. Just because you have a development and you live in a nice neighborhood doesn't mean that you won't see a gator in your backyard. There's people who found gators in their pools,
Just
in
walking
their
down the street like,
yards.
Oh,
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, you know, like the more and more they take down the woods, that's their habitat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
where they
mean?
go, They
That's-
ain't got nowhere to go. So they
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. I went
PB
fishing with my
Aquatics
other
said
son
they'll
and
climb
we
your
caught a baby gator.
Yeah.
We caught a
Yo,
baby
she just-
gator, I think it was last
There it
year.
is.
They will
PB
find
Aquatics
you,
says
Ken.
gators climb the
Gators
fence.
will climb your fence.
That's-
I've seen a gator climb a fence.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
He's,
Oh my
he's
God.
Excuse me?
aquatics. He's from
Time
Florida.
out, what?
He knows.
They
Yeah.
parkouring over there? They jumping over fences?
Listen,
Oh my
Rob,
gosh.
there's been guys that wake up and they're in the pool.
Scary.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I can't even have a pool in my own piece, bro.
Yo, I gotta ask a question.
Scares me.
Like, do you guys got a high risk of snakes coming up through your toilet?
Oh yeah, we've seen
Oh,
that.
I've
in
never
Florida.
seen
I've never had that.
I've never.
Oh, I
seen
wouldn't
it.
live in Florida if that ever happened.
Same here. I'm not with that one.
Hey, Rob,
I've
I'm
heard-
sure they didn't have it screened in properly.
And I would do 2 number 2s in 2 seconds.
Right, maybe even 3 at that point, right?
You know,
I would,
'cause
I,
I see-
would do all kinds of things. My whole
Not
body would
only-
just melt.
not only there's gators, but I hear that there's also like stray pythons, huge
Yeah.
pythons
Oh my
Yes.
that
god.
people find.
Yeah.
Every snake looks like a python to me. That's when I see a snake. I just think it's venomous.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, yeah.
snakes, there's iguanas.
Oh, that's
like
one.
down in
Yeah.
South Florida, they've got iguanas everywhere. They're invasive. You can actually you can kill them as long as it's a quick death. But there's so many of them everywhere: snakes, pythons, iguanas,
What?
gators, of course, bears.
No.
Yeah.
Bears.
Bears in Florida?
Joe
What
said,
kind of bears? What
Yeah,
kind of
what
bears?
Kind of bears?
Just punch the gator in the face.
Joe said tips and tricks. His tips and tricks. This is a good tip. Just punch him in
That
the
is
face.
a good tip. Yeah.
Just
Or
punch him in
poke
the
them in the eye if you can.
Poke them in the
I
eye.
don't know. How would you consider punching the face of a crocodile? They kind of flat. So, like, would you elbow them or you side swipe
Elbow
them?
chop.
Like, how would you come down on it? Like,
And they tell you to
You know
run
what I mean?
side
Like,
to side when they chasing you.
Yo, I'll be like
Oh, yeah,
I'll be like Carl Weathers on Billy Madison or on Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Take
You
time.
remember that? The last time I went fishing, we caught a gator, a baby gator.
Oh wow.
If you go on my Instagram, I took pictures with it, but we put it back in the water. I wish I could bring it home, but
Yo, what kind of bears you guys got down there?
Black
Just
bears.
wondering.
Black bears.
black bears.
But
Black
y'all
bears?
really got bears?
Yes. Florida.
We
bears
live in
are
Indiana and we ain't got
as,
bears like that.
Other states.
Wow.
We have,
Wow.
we have the smallest bears. So
Oh,
they
they
don't
small.
get as big as bears like in Georgia or
Oh,
other
okay.
states. For some reason, I don't know if it's because of the development, but for some reason they say that Florida has the smallest bears.
They be here.
So it's just when you go, if you go like on a hike, if you choose a trail, you just gotta make sure your kids is close to you. Maybe go in a group. If they see you in a group, they won't
Right.
attack you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Safety in numbers.
you know, I gotta ask you guys something. There's between North Carolina and Florida for many, many years. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. There was talks of a lizard man that walks around. It's like it's supposed to be a legend.
Ooh.
But yeah, for real. Like I read
scary.
about it, and people actually said that like outside the marshlands that say that there's like actually a man that looks like a lizard.
Is
It's
it
kind of
the
like
dude with all the
It's
piercings.
to do with the piercings and the tattoos on his face.
no, like an actual like upright walking
Like
lizard man,
reptilian?
like a
The swamp
reptilian.
thing or something like that.
But see, a lot of people said that they seen it, kind of like with Bigfoot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
okay,
there-
that type. Nah, I've never-
That type
I've
of
never-
thing.
I've never,
Like a
You
legend.
guys never heard of that?
no.
Right
I
there.
know there's a guy. He's been on the internet. The dude you talking
Yeah,
about
there's
with
a
all the
guy on the
piercings,
internet, yeah.
and he's got tattoos, and he's like got stuff on his.
I think he got his tongue clipped, like to look like a lizard.
Oh yeah.
Was he on Ripley's, believe it or not?
Yeah, he was on
Maybe.
Ripley.
Yeah.
Weird, yeah.
We
You
did
know
see
what's the
that.
most destructive animal? D has them. Moose. Moose are
Oh,
huge.
Yeah, dude.
moose, yeah.
Yeah, moose
are-
are.
Can you imagine?
Those things are huge.
Can you imagine walking in the woods and you run into a moose or an elk?
Bro, like I said, 2 number 2s in 2 seconds.
Listen,
2, 2,
if
and
you
2,
run-
bro.
yo, one thing they say though, you gotta stand still. If you run into a moose, if you show any fear, they're gonna come and get you.
Charge.
You gotta stand. They say you gotta.
He's big.
I
Yo,
just
they
don't
say
know
it-
what I would do, but I to say that I would run, I probably would run because I'm an idiot because I would get scared. Like I don't know.
Fear
I
does
mean,
that.
we all can say we're gonna do something, but when the situation presents itself, we just don't know what we're gonna do.
Well, yeah,
But I'm-
You really don't. Yeah, you don't.
Well, see, self-preservation, you know, comes in mind, obviously,
that-
naturally,
Fight or flight.
Like,
you know,
Yeah.
but they say if you're encountering a moose, the best thing to do is stand your ground.
Okay, well,
I told you I'm 125 pounds. Their antlers are bigger than me, Ozzy.
Hey, listen, Ozzy, I don't know, man. I'm taking my chances on running.
Right. I'm faster than them. I know I'm faster than a big ass moose. I know
Yeah.
it. And if I can go under shit, I'm good. I'm good.
You'd be surprised what the body can do when it's scared. Okay, you
Oh,
might
yeah.
be able to climb a tree.
I can lift a
Yes,
car.
Absolutely.
I can lift a car
Mothers
if I
have
wanted
lifted
to.
cars off their kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with fear, adrenaline, also a mother instinct. But
Yo,
you know,
what-
Put it like this.
Like-
Let's just hope we don't never gotta encounter that. Okay, so we don't have to talk about it like that.
Yeah,
Amen.
anybody encounter a bear? Aqua
She
said
said-
he just got out of the dentist. He got his teeth realigned today.
real nice.
You know, being in Florida,
I can't get
Yeah.
there's
What up,
assortments of animals down there. You know,
OG in the building. What up, Kev?
like, do they also have like poisonous snakes out there too?
Oh man, we lost.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, we have poisonous snakes. As a matter of fact, my boys growing up, we've killed plenty of them in the backyard.
what kind of snakes? Coral snakes?
It was a coral
Tofu?
snake, right? Remember when Isaac and you guys hit it with the shovel?
It was a black racer.
It was a black racer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of black racers.
There's a lot of cottonmouths.
They sit right on top of the bushes, and they just like perk their head up. You can notice them when they walk by.
harmless.
But
Oh,
those
wow.
are not as bad as like the rattle. We got rattlesnakes.
You guys got rattlesnakes
Yes.
down there?
Yeah.
I thought that was
Wow.
just like
I'm never going back to Florida.
So
Right,
when
Florida
when
has
I
way
used to
too
do,
much going on.
cable work, and you know all the wires run underneath the homes, like the mobile homes. You gotta
Yeah.
be careful when you go up under there because there's snakes up under there too.
Why would you live in luxury with all that stuff?
Rob
Well,
ain't
'cause
coming
they
to
like-
Florida no time soon, are you, Rob?
You live in luxury and you gotta defend yourself every day. You wake up, you got a damn Black Widow on your face.
Yeah, you gotta fight for your life.
Right,
over
you
there.
got a brown recluse on the other cheek. You like ha 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 ha.
We got big spiders here too.
Right, you got
We got-
tarantula
we
walking
got
on the
Florida
ceiling about to drop
tarantulas.
on you. You don't know what
Yo,
the hell's going on.
isn't there
I
flying
do.
cockroaches like Puerto Rico, right? The flying cockroaches down there.
Dude, I've seen them here.
There's
Yeah.
roaches that fly.
Watered areas.
Wow.
Like
how-
They call them palmetto bugs.
They call them palmetto bugs.
Like, and they're actual roaches though, right? In the
Yeah.
roach family.
Yeah.
Like, how common are those down there?
Hey,
Extremely common.
They can fly and pick
Really?
Rob up and take him off the ground like that.
Soaking the mosquitoes in Arkansas.
We got rattlesnakes. Look, you
But we
see,
do
look.
have rattlesnakes in Indiana, though.
You do?
Oh, that was
Wow.
no. See, you're not safe there either.
Wow,
Yeah,
man.
huh, here we are, and in the city, we is.
You did a video a while back when you went through the woods and everything. Did you encounter anything out there that last time you went?
Nope, but I got 2 extra magazines just in case.
Somebody said that in the comments too. They said too, carry your rifle.
Oh man, he said they got 2 extra clips.
Just in case.
Hey,
You know,
never
like-
know. You never know.
Like, any of you guys are survivalists, or does that interest you? Like, if you were like caught in the wild by yourself, like stranded, would you guys know what to do to survive?
Not
Yep.
me.
Bear Grylls type stuff.
Not me.
Well, he went to the army, so he better know how to survive.
I mean, we ain't got no, I mean, believe it or not, you ain't gotta have no training. You just gonna survive because you're gonna have to adapt. It
That's
is
true,
what
too.
it is.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that
true.
movie. Look at that. I know it's a movie, but look at the dude, Castaway. I mean,
Yeah.
he never had. I mean, he just gotta survive. That's it. You
Yeah.
make do with what you got. Main thing is if you're in cold weather, you want to make sure your feet are warm.
Yep.
Your head is
Dry
warm.
as possible.
Before any part of your body, your feet.
Yeah,
needs to
but
be
we
warm.
in Florida. We ain't going
But
to no cold
in
weather.
Florida,
Yeah.
just
You
be
know-
careful when you go drink some water by the lake because it might be a gate in there.
I'm just
Right,
gonna
look, you
the
already-
last few hours and make myself right with God because I'm not making it.
But look, you live in a great state, but you gotta survive. You gotta fight for your life the whole time. I live in Indiana, and we ain't got that much. Okay.
Well, I mean, remember, there's so much body of water around us, lakes, ponds, they're full of gators, so you just don't go there. You just got to be careful.
That's true too.
Right. That makes
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Trust me
Like
when
you-
I tell you, every time we walk by a lake or drop, you can see gators. Oh,
Wow.
yes. A
wow.
lot.
Now, is that you said you're in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
So is that more common like in Orlando, or is that common like every part of Florida?
Every part.
Well, Lake
Really?
Jessup is the biggest one out of all of Florida, right?
Yeah, we used to live in a small little city called Oviedo,
Central Florida.
and Oviedo was surrounded by a lot of lakes, and we were constantly at nighttime. We can hear them.
They hiss, right?
They
You
make
can hear
this
them hissing?
noise, you
Make
can
this
tell.
weird
They make this
noise.
weird noise, you can tell. There's a lake called Lake Jessup. It's the biggest lake
I heard
in
of that.
Central
I heard of
Florida.
that.
It is the most congested with gators. And you
Really?
drive over it in the
And
expressway.
you see all
And when you're
the gators
driving
there.
by an expressway, you start to count to see how many gators you can see out of the
What?
Wow.
I mean,
Oh my
so
God.
many. It's unbelievable.
But it's not common for gators to attack people. They're actually scared of you. You know, they're,
Oh, okay.
you're not gonna leave your dog or your kid. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, a family traveled from Europe, and they were in Disney at the
Yeah,
Four
I was gonna
Seasons.
mention that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
And a gator came up and snatched their 2-year-old child. They
Yup.
left the 2-year-old child by a body of water.
Yep.
Don't do things like that. If you just know not to leave your. I mean, I wouldn't leave and I'm not saying anything negative because it could have happened in a second. You know, no one.
Yeah.
But I'm terrified of water, period, and children.
Yeah.
Children by water. So I constantly have my children on, by me. I don't go by lakes with the children. I get really upset if he takes them swimming. I mean, not swimming, fishing by lakes.
She get mad if I
Right.
send like a video of, say like we go fishing, and I'll shoot a video of like Jada or Julian fishing, and I'll send it to her. The first comment is, "Why you got my baby by the water like that?"
Right. You know,
Well, not the
okay.
fact that she got the biggest fish in the state now,
Okay,
like
I'm
not the
looking
state
at.
record or nothing.
Well,
But
you
why
know,
you out of water?
well, you know,
Why?
it's so unpredictable, especially with children. You know, that
Yeah,
setting
And they
right
happen
there.
That's true.
quickly and silently.
You know, you
too.
have no idea what could happen. Plus, gators are just one risk.
Of the
That's
many.
true.
You know, of
So
the many.
those are the most fearful to me. Those
But I
are the
definitely agree
one
with
predator
water.
you really have to be careful about when you go to a body of water in
Yeah.
Florida.
Well, drowning is the #1 death of children here in Florida.
Yeah,
Definitely,
Oh,
yeah.
This
You
is
don't
true.
hear
Yo, you
about
guys-
gators attacking, but I mean, you don't take the chance either. You know, you don't go around
Right.
water. It happens once in a blue. They say that if a gator attacks you, it's because the gator has had interaction with another human
That's why they
being.
tell you not to feed them.
That's why they tell you not to have them as pets either. Because what do you
We
do
do
when it
have
gets too
aquafunk
big?
in 8 minutes.
You
Right.
throw them back in the
You-
water, and now they have no fear.
Like I would,
Yeah.
me personally, I would rather fish in a boat.
Yeah,
But because
and not no
Nope.
Gilligan's Island boat either.
Nope.
We're talking about a yacht.
Nope.
And I don't want
Yeah.
I need
Nope.
a big boat.
Well, you know,
I don't
a
want to
good-
be
a
on
good
none
size-
of them.
Not
Nope.
like not like a little dinky boat, but you know, like a nice
No.
medium-sized
Yeah.
boat.
No,
So
yeah,
they
can flip
they,
that
they
deep
have
sea
that
boat
here
over.
where you could go deep sea fishing and you pay, you go out for a couple of hours. You know, nice sized boat.
A
We
charter.
were thinking about doing that, but then the pandemic came about. But I
Right.
like to go fishing. So
Yeah, me too, man. You know who's really good at fishing? My son.
Yeah, or
My
something.
son Kiko, he's been fishing since he was 2 years old. He's
that's
a beast.
good. Yeah, the kids
He's
have
a
been
beast.
fishing since they've been small. We got them the small fishing poles. Now they got the bigger ones because they're older. But we haven't gone because obviously, you know, everybody's going through what we're going through. So we haven't been fishing.
Right.
I don't even think we've gone this year at all.
At the pier.
Oh, we went to the pier with Isaac and fishing. So yeah.
We got a lot
Wow.
of people from Georgia. They know how to survive, and people from Australia. They know how to survive, and then also fish keeping Jamaica, Mr. Riley. He definitely knows how to survive.
Oh, the
Okay,
island.
yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Got that right.
like for me, I'm not like a huge survivalist freak, but I know the basics. I know what to do. If I was to go out there, I know how to start a fire. That's the first thing you got to do. Second is to find shelter. You know what I mean?
You gotta
Then-
know the difference: north, south, east, and west.
oh, absolutely.
That's
You got to know
major.
it. And you have to come up with a plan. Like how, if you're stranded, you got to see, you know, which way you're going to go. Or
That's why you
if-
remember known points.
yeah.
As you're traveling, you remember known points. Even like if you're driving and you get lost, you know, the big building, you start looking at key areas and keep them in your head so that way you know. You know, so those are natural instincts
Well,
that we
I
have.
don't plan on getting lost in any woods anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
I agree.
Yeah, you know, but you never know. I'd rather have these skills than not have it.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Just because you just never know. You never know.
All right, so we got a few minutes before we hit that 1 hour. I can't believe we went over already
Yeah,
an hour. Yeah.
Hey, time flies when you're having fun.
Hey, it's a birthday live.
Right.
It's my birthday live. So
There
yes.
you go.
First off, I want to thank every single one of my mods that were here from the start to finish. Thank you so much. Miss Monique, thank you so much for being our special guest. And Raul, thank you as well, man. It's always awesome to have y'all. Tiff is awesome as always for you to be here. Ozzy, thank you so much, man. And everyone that was in the chat and those who are watching this replay, thank y'all so much for being a part of my life. 27 years. I cannot believe it. As of right now, I did not know that I would actually be sitting here talking to some of the closest people I've never met in my whole entire life, but I appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate you too.
Yo, you know what, man? You got it, brother, man. We love you, man. We respect you, man. You're a good dude.
One of our best friends.
You know, I wish you many more birthdays, man. You know,
Right.
and you're welcome. You know, simple as that. You're welcome, bro.
Appreciate it, y'all.
And whatever
Hey.
you do in
Now
life.
going out and get
What do you
drunk,
think?
man.
All in.
No.
I'm not going to. I'm about to probably go get some more water changes done, and then I gotta put my little one to bed. But as
Well, yo,
always,
Before we go off, I want to let you guys know that Aquafunk is coming on next, and actually,
Tiffany, right?
yeah, my
Yes,
wife is
I'm
the
gonna
guest,
tune in. I'm gonna tune in.
and they're actually having a debate.
a debate.
It's
yeah.
a debate. It's not, nothing crazy like that.
You know,
but
with funk, you never know what you're gonna get. So I can
Exactly.
Never
can only
know.
imagine.
I'm
I got
pretty
20 on
grateful
fifth.
for
I got
that one,
20 on fifth. I got 20 on 10th. I got 20. Let's go.
but yo,
You already know, Rob.
on that note, guys, I'll see you guys later, and stay in contact, man.
Yeah, it was so
Got
nice meeting you, Monique.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Take care, guys.
Love everybody.
Thank you.
All
As
right,
always,
Bye.
see y'all next week.
All right.
Happy birthday!
Bye, guys.
Babe, how you
There we go.
There you go. Thank you. So to loosen this up, you just gotta